Hi, I'm Larie, and welcome to your 30-minute glute and delt workout. What you're going to need today, dumbbells. Whatever you have, grab them. For resistance reference, I have a pair of 20-pound, 8-pound, and 5-pound dumbbells. I will always tell you what weight selection I am using. Just know that you and I are different. You may be able to go heavier than me. You may need to go lighter than me. I want you to find a weight selection that feels challenging for you while maintaining really great form throughout. For most of the workout, I will be using 20s and 8s. However, there are some pretty challenging exercises where I may need to drop it down to those 5-pound weights. You will also need a workout bench. Now, if you don't have that workout bench, replace it with something around the house. Chair, stool, ottoman, those will all do. You will also need a mini band. That mini band can be latex or fabric. I am recommending a medium to heavy resistance band because we are using it for the lower body. You will also need to be by a wall. We will be placing a foot on the wall, so just plan accordingly for that. And lastly, have a mat, towel, and hydration around as well. Here's today's format. We have drop sets with a burnout. So we have supersets in the form of a drop set. So 2 exercises at a time. The first exercise will be the more challenging variation. We will perform that for 60 seconds. Then we will drop the intensity of the exercise. It's still going to be very, very challenging because fatigue will set in. And we will perform that second exercise for another 60 seconds. Here's the kicker. After that second exercise, we're going to burn it out for an additional 30 seconds. So that is 2.5 minutes of total work time. After that drop and burn is up, we will have 15 seconds to recover before moving on to a new drop and burn set. Everything is non-repeat today. However, we do have a lot of unilateral movements today, meaning one side of the body. So if we do one side of the body, we have got to match it on the other side eventually as well. Today's focus is all about the glutes and the delts. For delts, we will be focusing mainly on the medial and anterior part of the delt. I'm going to be saving those rear delts for a video coming your way soon. And for glutes, it's all about the glute max and glute med. This one is pretty fatiguing, so make sure you have a variety of weights around. Drop it whenever you need to. Y'all, enough of me talking. Grab your stuff and let's get to work. We're going to begin your workout today with a single leg hip thrust. Since this is your first superset, you may want to go a little bit more conservative with the weight selection. I'll be using a 20-pound dumbbell to start. Feel free to go a little bit lighter. I will also be cueing left side first. However, if you know that your right side is weaker, then I want you to perform that side first and then match it on the left side. So perform your weaker side first. I will be cueing from the left first. So we're going to ground with the left, shoulder blades pushed up against the bench. Go ahead, find the top range motion, squeeze that left glute. We're going to take it really slow, really controlled for 3, 2, 1. 1 count up and squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. All right, place a dumbbell right on the hip for an increased challenge. We begin in 3, 2, and 1. This begins your workout. Dumbbell goes onto the hip. Bring it up, squeeze that left glute, take it down for 3, 2, and 1. Find the top first. Ideally, we want that knee pretty close to stacked over the ankle. That'll give us the most engagement in the glute. It can be off by a couple inches, that is fine. Rule of thumb, if you're feeling it more so in the quads, your foot may be too far in, scoot it out. And if you're feeling it more so in the hamstring, your foot may be too far away from the body, scoot it in. So just find that sweet spot for you. Another thing that I want to mention is the position of your shoulder blades or your back on the bench. Sometimes we're not scooted up far enough. We're down here and we'll feel it in our back. So just scoot it on up. Find your sweet spot. Switch it to a B stance in 3, 2, kickstand 80-20. 80% of the weight is at the left foot. 20% is in the right. Keep that low back neutral. So notice how the movement is coming from the hips. We don't want to be doing this, or else we may be feeling it in the low back. Everyone's going to feel it a little different. Everyone's form will look a little different. Just giving you some cues so you can really make that mind muscle connection apparent. Squeeze the glute at the top. We hold at the top and we pulse in 3, 2, and 1. Small controlled pulses. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Last 3, 2, and recover. Other side is next. We match on the right. Go ahead, get set up into position. Find your in range of motion first. Make sure your setting is good. And now let's go. 1 count up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that right glute. 3, 2, 1 on the way down. Core stays tight throughout to help stabilize.
Keep on trying to end, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and piles of jars. Just being all the red lights. Keep on driving.
We switch to B stance in 3, 2, and 1. B stance.
In the heat from a hot California, Africa, it looks like in rain. That's why I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on trying to bend, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight.
We hold at the top and pulse in 3, 2, and 1. Small controlled pulses.
Keep on driving.
Last 3, 2, and 1. Recover. All right, next up is a dumbbell 6-way raise. I will be going with 8 pounds, and that's going to be enough for me. So 6-part movement, lateral raise to the front, overhead, and then return. Follow my lead in 3, 2, core stays tight, out to the side, in front, overhead, back in front, to the side, lower down. Control every movement. 6 ways. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. When you take the dumbbells overhead, core stays tight. No movements in the hips. Try not to swing those hips forward. As fatigue sets in, that'll be the tendency. If needed, drop the weight to something lighter. Next up is a 4-way raise. 4-part movement. Follow my lead in 3, 2, and 1. Now we cut it. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lateral raise pulses. This one's gonna burn. In 3, 2, 1, go to the top and we pulse. Last 3, 2, and 1. Wow, recover. All right, next up, we have a single leg wall assisted RDL. So left foot grounds, right foot goes on the wall, right hand has the dumbbell, belly button goes in. We take it down for 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. You may need to adjust your foot accordingly. Press that heel into the wall. Slight turn towards the big toe. 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. Reach towards the toe. Press it up. Drive that heel into the wall. Hip goes back. Hip comes up. Hip goes back. Hip comes up. You're going to feel this in the standing leg. We switch to a B stance, both feet on the ground, 80-20. Let's go, kickstand variation. And I still want you to go at a slight angle towards that toe. Point the belly button towards the toes, big toe, and that'll help with the engagement. Keep the spine as neutral and as still as possible. So keep your core tight. Keeping the front of the core tight will help provide balance and stabilization in the back. Bilateral RDL, equal weight in both feet. In 3, 2, grab the dumbbell with both hands, and let's rep it out. Slight bend in the knees, hips back, hips up. Only take it to about knee level, so we're really biasing the glutes here. The farther down we go, the bigger stretch in the hamstrings. So it all depends on what we want to accomplish, and today, we're really honing in on those glutes. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, other side. Right foot stabilizes. Left foot goes on the wall. Left hand has the dumbbell. Point the belly button towards the toes a little bit. Press that heel into the wall. Get set first. Now take it back. Hips go back. Hips come forward. Hips go back. Squeeze the glute to bring it up. Hips go back, back, back. Pause, squeeze the glute to drive you up. Next up, we drop it to a B stance RDL, both feet on the mat, 80% stays in the standing leg, 20 in the kickstand. And let's go. Get set, and then we rep it out.
Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, I know. Keep coming back for you time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops, yeah, baby I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops.
Next up, bilateral RDL. Equal weight in both feet. In 3, 2, and 1. Rep it out.
In between us, still I feel your heartbeat.
Squeeze the glutes to drive you up.
There's something about you, baby, that makes me feel complete.
Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Next up, we have a dumbbell seated pronated shoulder press. The seated variation is more challenging. Why? Because we can't use that lower body to drive those dumbbells up. Slow, control tempo. So we take it up and then take it down for 3, 2, and 1. Take it up. Lower down slow for 3, 2, 1. Elbows slightly in front of the body, so make sure it's not too far back, or else we may start to feel it in those traps. So control it. Make sure your back is nice and neutral and your core staying tight throughout. All in the delts. We switch to a standing shoulder press, neutral grip. Now let's rep it out normal tempo.
To know ya. Hey, nah, 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 nah. Delve into emotion. Leave us in this moment.
Next up, we have thrusters. We get to use the lower body to assist those dumbbells on the way up. In 3, 2, and 1. Squat it down. Drive it up. And recover. Wow. All right, next up we have a dumbbell sumo RDL. So wide stance, heels and toes out, soft bend of the knees, hips go back, hips come up. Let's go. So take it back for 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. I'm going to show you a different view. Next up, we have a dumbbell sumo squat. So we're gonna add the knee flexion in 3, 2, and 1. Now hips go back and we're bending the knees, driving it up. Take it down. 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. Squeeze the glutes on the way up. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the glutes to drive you up. We hold at the bottom and we pulse in 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it out. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Dumbbell Lou races are next. I'll be using 8 pounds. Palms face me. We make a similar circle on the way up. Control it on the way down. Dumbbell front raises next in 3, 2, and 1. Flip from neutral to pronated at the top. Bus drivers are next. We hold at the top and we steer in 3, 2, wow, and 1. Hold it up and steer. Drop the weight if and when needed. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, a little bit more recovery time because we need to slip our band on. So place your band, right around your quads above the knees. We have top range of motion bridges next. So dumbbell goes on the hip, bring it down, find the top range motion first, press into the band. We take it halfway down for 3, 2, 1. Now slow on the way up for 3, 2, 1 and squeeze. Down slow for 3, 2, 1. All the way up 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Don't lose tension on the band. So you're pressing into the band even on the way down, and press into the band more on the way up. Squeeze the glutes to drive you up. We're only taking it halfway down, slow, and then slow all the way up. Squeeze, hold at the top. Next up, we go normal tempo, full range of motion. In 3, 2, all the way down, drive it up. All the way down, drive it up. On the way up, press into the band. You can lose a little bit of tension on the way down, press into the band on the way up as you squeeze the glutes. You're not losing so much tension on the band on the way down that the knees are caving in. So always keep it pretty neutral. Just press into it more on the way up as you squeeze the glutes. Hold at the top and pulse in 3, 2, and 1. Small controlled pulses. Press up and out, up and out, up and out. So you're pressing into the band as you squeeze the glutes up. Knees go out, hips go up. Last 3, 2, and 1. Recover. All right, we're not going to mess with the band, even though we're not using the band on the next set. We have a, oh my goodness, dumbbell lateral raise with a 5-second eccentric. Oh my goodness. I did this to us. I apologize. Take it up and then slow on the way down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the dumbbells slightly in front of the body. So instead of taking it to a 3 and a 9 o'clock position, what I want you to do is take it slightly in front. Very, very slight, couple inches. Not even 2 and 10, but somewhere in between. This will help bias the medial part of your delts a little bit more than those traps, upper traps. Pour a glass of water out at the top. So once you drive it up, think about thumbs down. We switch to normal tempo in 3, 2, 1, rep it out normal tempo. This is our final delt focused exercise of the day. We hold at the top. We have an iso alternating lateral raise in 3, 2. Starting position is at the top. Take it down, take it up. Last 3, 2, and 1. Wow. All right, on to our final drop and burn set of the day. We have a goblet squat to start. You can use 1 or 2 dumbbells. I'm going to be using 1. Have your wall nearby. Heels and toes out slightly. Take it down for 3, 2, 1. Drive it up for 3, 2, 1. Next up, we have wall sit abductions. We release the dumbbell, find the wall in 3, 2, 1. Take it to your wall, thighs parallel to the ground, below. Now press it out. For an extra challenge, you can always set the dumbbell on the lap. However, you may need 2 dumbbells, 1 on each leg. Next up, we have an iso hold. We're going to press into the band, scoot 1 inch lower in 3, 2, 1. Press into the band, drop it 1 inch lower and hold. We end with small pulses out. 15 seconds, we go. And 3, 2, 1, pulse it. Last 3, 2, and 1. Drop it low. Drop it low. Move the dumbbells. 5. Get rid of the band. Oh my gosh. And let's stretch. Figure 4 stretch to start. We'll just do it supported since I fell like this. Then it felt, not F-E-L-T, F-E-L-L, just fell to my butt after those wall sits. So this is what we're gonna do. All right, push the chest, drive the knee forward. Ooh, feels good. Kind of sway it side to side if you want. Let's take it to the other side. I'll link additional stretching videos below if you want more of a stretch. Check them out. And let's come to our bellies real quick and stretch out the front of the delts. Hopefully my mic is still working. Test, test. It is. Yay. All right, take it to the side and roll it on over. If you want more of a stretch, now my arm is straight. If you actually bend the elbow 90 degrees, you can come out of it and bend the elbow 90 degrees. That is a more intense stretch. So if you're not feeling much here, you can go to that variation. And let's take it to the other side. Big deep inhale, come back to the belly, press off. We're going to go into a hip flexor stretch. Come forward and then reach it up and over. Let's take it to the other side. Quick stretches today. Pretty quick workout, 30-ish minutes. If you found that this workout was not challenging enough, I challenge you to go heavier with the weight selection next time. It just means we need more weights. Doesn't mean that the exercises are easy. It means that you're strong, maybe stronger than me. Maybe you need to go heavier. Maybe you need to go lighter. Everyone is different. So if you found that you're using my weight recommendations, maybe you're stronger than me. Don't go off based on just what I use. Find what works for you. Everyone is so different. Can't stress that enough. All right, take it to the butt. And let's just open up the front of the delts again. Inhale up. We'll take a little side body stretch. Feels good. And let's hit the other side. Inhale all the way up. And exhale. We are done. Thank you so much for working out with me today. Your love and support means the world. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. And tag me in your posts and stories on IG at Larie Midkiff. Love to see it. And most importantly, y'all, remember, you rock, and I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. Bye, my friends.